Okay, guys, welcome to your monthly reading for the animal monkey for the month of March 2026. So if you're born in the year of the monkey, or if you are um born in August, the month of August, then this reading is for you. Um, Eventually, I would like to move into a little bit more like business, like just business. But I think that, there's some personal things that need to be acknowledged and get out the way first before we talk about those things. So we're gonna do that. And then this month is a lot about like cutting away and like from things that don't serve us in Western astrology and in Chinese astrology. So I studied Western astrology first for a few years. And then I took a course and eventually kind of felt like I understood a little bit more. And then like while I was still studying Western astrology, because for me, like learning, I feel like learning is like a lifelong thing and you have to keep updating and going with the flow in that way. But somehow Chinese astrology just like fell on my lap and I really enjoyed it and really enjoy it. And it's been a few years. But I can't help but to put in a little bit of Western astrology in there because that was um how I started and it's been part of my life for so many years. Um a few years. But yeah, almost a decade. I feel like it's been a good amount of time of me learning that. And then with Chinese astrology, it's been a few years. And then numerology, I've studied it, but not like I don't feel like I'm like a pro, but like I paid attention to it a lot these past couple years, and that's just it. But yeah, so I feel like I should have blew my nose before starting this video. Okay, so if you were born in the month of August, then you have monkey energy. And then if you are born in a monkey year, then you have the monkey energy. And this reading is for you. So this month we have a new moon in Pisces. Pisces with the new moon is going to help us break away from illusions so that we can have a clear life, basically. And for you guys, the way that this looks and the way that this month looks, it's going to be communicating a lot of truths and it can get you emotional. It might, but it's also like something that's going to help you like have this like vitality about you. And I feel like you've probably been missing this vitality because you've been so disrespected. Because there's some people around you that just want to win at all costs, and you're the star of the show. And if they have someone who gets a lot of attention naturally and doesn't have to do anything, then they can be around you and they naturally don't have to do anything and they don't want to do anything. And they're not willing to admit probably that they're using you to the extent that they've been using you. And um, I'm getting that, you have to be careful with like overthinking this month. And something that will help you with the overthinking is taking action. This year, this whole fire force year really supports anyone who is taking bold action. So this is a good year for you guys to take action, and that will help with the overthinking. And you know what you need to do. You're very smart. You figured this out a long time ago. You know what the ways that people have been disrespecting you, that people have been using you, that you know the crowd that you draw in, the admiration and respect that you naturally get, you know. But you've kind of just been like standing still and like avoiding this tumbling moment that has been coming. But you're also avoiding a lot of abundance. It's like that abundance is flowing to them and they don't even know how to work it. They don't know how to use it. And not only did you figure out them a long time ago, but you figured out how to use the abundance a while ago. So, You're kind of just like standing there and watching, 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 kind of waiting for things to fall apart, but you kind of have to be the one to say, you know what, the contract with this is done, it's over, it's not even legal. So I'm done, I'm out of here, and I'm gonna go do my own thing. Uh, you know, and I think you're afraid of like being alone, but you're alone, you know what I mean? Because the people around are fake, they're using you, they want you to be seen just so that they can look good, right? Because it says something about them, you being around. And you have to acknowledge, that you're worthy and you know you are. It's almost like you doing the work in your business is not as fun as it used to be because you're doing it for them and you know they're not worthy of it. So your contract, your time with this energy, with these people, with this whatever it may be for you, is over. And the contract is annulled because it's not even legal, it's not justified, it's not right, and you know it. So you could walk away whenever you want, and the split second that you walk away, this is the energy that you're going to be in. You know what I mean? And you have friends. You've always had friends around you. You've always had people around you that like you. Um, but maybe like these trappings that have been around you, once you take the action to remove them and walk away from them and say, yeah, this isn't, I don't really need to carry this anymore. Um, then your friends will follow along with you. They'll be like, yeah, come on, let's go party. You know what I mean? And then you'll enjoy your work again. And I think that's what it's all about. I think you really enjoy working, but right now you're feeling like this, like really defeated because everything you do is not good enough because, no one is in other people's minds and hearts more than them. So even though people aren't being honest with you about what they want and they're trying to get it from you, they know that's not right. They know whatever it is that they want, they can get themselves. You know what I mean? It's like they're sending you to get a cup of coffee and be like, oh, you didn't make it right, but they're not even telling you how to make it. Like, no, but this, no, but that, no, but that. And they're just avoiding their own work, plus wasting your time, your effort, and saying you're not good enough. When you're a big reason why people like to show up and come out and around anyways. So I'm getting that you're feeling defeated, trapped, you're just watching things happen around you. And you just got to acknowledge things for what they are and walk away. And the universe is going to support you and surprise you with your own validation of yourself. You have to stop abandoning yourself. And the world is just feeling kind of like not only is your world feeling dark, but the world is missing you, like you really do bring a lot of brightness into this world, and you do deserve to be a social creature and be around people who are appreciative of you. So I'm getting like this circus energy that's being left behind and you leaving the circus, but you walking around the world as if you're still an entertainer, because you aren't. And they're going to be feeling like this, very, very unabundant because they've been taken away from you all this time and not doing their own work. So they've been wasting their own time, wasting your own time. And it's not helping them and it's not helping you. You're not the only one being abused in the situation. They're being abused in the situation too, as long as you stay there. And they have a reason to avoid the work because you're also entertaining. You're their personal entertainment that never gets paid or doesn't get paid right, And they say, this is all I have. Yeah, this is all I have. And it's not, and you have to let the things fall away in their world, in their life, and then let them start new with their new journey. So accept that they have their own new journey to go on as well, not just yours. So you can't waste their time or your time. And a lot of this is linked to business. So you're gonna be able to refine, redefine what you do and how you do it. And I think, you know, You're going to enjoy the work again. You're going to enjoy your freedom. You're going to enjoy the challenges. There's going to be more new challenges. There's going to be more attention. There's going to be the tables are going to turn, but in a way that's enjoyable probably for everyone. Um, and maybe you don't want to admit that, but you know, maybe they'll get another monkey in their circus and they'll still get their entertainment. And it may not be you, but it's not really your crowd anyways. You're tired of the abuse. So once you cut away from all these things, you're gonna be good, you're gonna be great, you're gonna be solid, and you're gonna enjoy your work and your life again. And this year is about parties, and you're gonna be the entertainer at the party just from being yourself, and you're gonna be entertained yourself from your work. Um, Now that the limitations and the illusions have fallen away, and you get to experience who you are without those without the cage, you know. You don't have to be tied to another person, and no one needs to be tied to you. You know what I mean? You're gonna grow and you're gonna expand, and whatever contract you had with feeling that you needed to stay a certain way um is falling away, and you see it, and it's better to get into this energy as soon as possible. And you're not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't think you are. Like the whole truth, the pure truth is like it just is what it is. You're smart enough to be able to hurt someone's feelings if you want to, and you haven't, and you're not going to. So everything could be done in such a heart-centered way and neutral, and things just are what they are, I guess. You're just gonna feel like really revitalized and like good. And the next time you do get into a contract, it's gonna be something it's just gonna be something new. And you may not even want to get into something like that again. Like you may not want another business partner. You may just want to be like investing your own money and then having people work with you in a way that they don't have as much decision making power as you do. Um, things like that. So you'll be rewarded for freeing yourself. Being free isn't the only reward I'm getting. And people are gonna have a lot of fun with you. You're gonna be very entertaining, very lively, like it's gonna be cool. So I'm getting that that's it. It's gonna be a whole fun new journey. This one wasn't really as emotional as it was for the other people, but um you've kind of like been stagnant from this energy for a while because you've acknowledged this energy. I think you figured this out a lot faster than everyone else has figured it out. So it really doesn't feel as emotional. It feels like you been actually working on this for a while. So yeah, the next 2 decades is really going to be helpful for you, and there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you, even though there might be feeling like even a lot of opposition these next 2 decades. But as long as you keep being yourself and doing you, the world is going to love you. Okay? So free all the monkeys. All right. All right. That's kind of all I have for you. This is like really, really simple for you guys. So um, just free yourself from illusions and lies and deception, and you know, work for yourself is a big thing I'm getting, or have more control within your environment and not be controlled. You're too smart for that. So, okay, I'll see you guys at the party. I know you're going to be there. Bye.